Good morning, everybody. I'll fix my hair a little bit. Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Yeah, I'm outside in the back porch. I got a woolly on. It's a little chilly this morning, um, but it's that time of year. It's supposed to get up to about 81, 82, I think, today. It'll warm up. So, in the meantime, this early in the morning, it's a little bit chilly. So, let me see. I don't know about this. I'm having a hard time getting this adjusted right. Anyway, Mercy, what are you doing, you crazy cat? She has just been a live wire, running all over the place this morning. Um, anyway, um, let me see here. I finally got my bamboo planted. Let me see if we can show you that. There she be. Okay. What, Mercy? Come on. What are you doing? Huh? So I finally got that done. I'm a little short on my fence. Come on. I might have mentioned this on my previous video. I don't remember. Um, we've had a couple of days rainy weather. It was a little bit rainy yesterday during the morning. It cleared up some in the afternoon. So I was able to do some more cleaning down in the goat barn. Still got a long ways to go. You can't do it in the rain. So, I mean, it's dry inside the barn, but you got to go from where the barn is to where the compost is. So it's like, and it was raining pretty good the other day. Um, I got a bunch of all of the young pullets that were running loose. I have them in the large coop, um, letting them get used to being in there. I've got one more hen that I want to put in there, and she is notoriously difficult to catch. Um, all the other chickens that are running loose, they're older ones. So I do have someone who's interested in buying some buff pullets. So I got to send a text and let them know that anytime. I'm also trying to get some information on some sheep um, that are supposed to be for sale. The guy hasn't gotten back to me yet. It would be feeder lambs, if we can afford them. So I'm not sure. Prices are not as good on sheep as they are on goats. So I've got 3 boys there that I am debating on whether or not to take them to market in October or wait until November. Prices are decent on goat right now, so I'm not sure. Still trying to make that decision. Anyway, I have not done an update on my carnivore diet for a while. And I've been meaning to do it, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I am doing fantastic. Okay. I've had some slippage. Let's face it, I'm only human. I did have some strawberries with some heavy cream. That wasn't terrible. So I haven't been 100% carnivore, but I've been like 95%. I still have my coffee in the morning with half and half, and I haven't been able to get myself off the stevia yet. That is a goal, but I'm just not quite there yet. Let me see here. I did have, because I cooked some ground beef that I was going to use for my husband, I had a little bit of frozen onion in the freezer, so I added that to the ground beef. And it wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit, and it just was easier just to use the same ground beef for me as what I was using for him. Now he gets like, I'll do some instant rice or some instant mashed potatoes for him and cook up a vegetable, or he'll have a salad, or depending on what I'm doing, we get these frozen egg rolls, and they have meat in them too. So, um, that kind of stuff I'm doing for him, because it's what he wants. He doesn't want just meat. So I think he would do a lot better if he would go on this carnivore diet too, but he won't listen to me. Um, he'd rather listen to his cardiologist. Well, as we all know, doctors are not always right. They're human, okay? And they only know what they've been told or taught, okay? Unless they've done independent research. And not too many of them do. So, he's still not on carnivore. I am doing it, and I am doing very well. Weight loss has slowed down, and I think maybe that's because of the dairy. Because I was, like when we had the really hot spell, I was doing some cheese and lunch meat, just cold stuff. Um, and just probably eating too much cheese and too much dairy. Like I said, I put the half and half in my coffee, and then if I have the strawberries, I put whipping cream on that, the heavy cream, okay. Um, and like there was a couple of cool nights where I made myself um, not hot chocolate per se, but a like a mocha, where I had a little bit of decaf instant coffee and a little bit of cocoa powder and some stevia, some salt. I have found that adding the salt to my coffee and just making sure that whatever I consume has some salt in it, my leg cramps have pretty much, they're gone. Okay, even though I've forgotten most of this week to take the magnesium and potassium supplement, um, my leg cramps are gone. So I guess my body's made the adjustment. But I suspect that my consumption of dairy may have been part of the problem for the slowdown and the weight loss. I mean, I'm still losing some. It's just not as fast. Like I can get my wedding ring off, which I couldn't do for a while. There you go. See. Um, so the weight is still coming off. I am eagerly looking forward to getting back in the saddle. I got my saddle up here and I oiled it, the leather parts. It's a bighorn, and it's got it's half synthetic and half leather. It's got the seat is leather, um, so it's the best of both worlds. So I got that ready. I got the bridle oiled up, and Honey's bit attached to it. That's ready to go. Um, Unfortunately, I needed a new girth for the bareback pad that I have, and because the one that I have is too long for it, so I had to order a shorter one, and I'm still waiting for that to get shipped. Um, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. My jeans are no longer skin tight, which is wonderful. I can move in them. I just feel really, really good. Um, and my strength is increasing, whereas before it was decreasing. Um, I had to take a look at the feed bags that I just got this week and make sure that they're 50 pounds. Like I don't have a scale set up yet. Hopefully, I can do that before too long. But The bag says it's 50 pounds, but I'll tell you, I didn't have any problem lifting it. So, you know, we'll see. Um, if I ever get my scale set up, I'll weigh a bag and see if it truly is 50 pounds. Um, but yeah, but I didn't have any issues lifting the 50-pound bag, you know. Um, and I'm just, enjoying my meals. I've been having bacon and eggs. It can be any time after 9 or 10. Usually, I'm not eating till after 11. Um, and we eat dinner around somewhere between 4 and 5, depending on how hungry I am. Um, I try to eat before 5 so that I can get out there and take care of the critters right after dinner. Um, so I'm eating usually between 11 and 5, usually. So the first meal is closer to around 11 to noon and around there, and then I eat um, around 5. So I'm eating 2 meals a day, basically. Um, Sundays are a little more difficult because my husband expects me to have breakfast with him in the morning. So um, Sunday I will have oftentimes 3 meals. Now, if I cook something up, have something cooking while we're at church, and we eat when we get home, then you know I'll have my larger meat meal then, and I might have a little something later, like maybe some pork rinds with oh, excuse me, sorry. I gave most of my coffee to my computer this morning, so I'm a little shy on my coffee. Anyway, yeah, computer's fine. I reacted very quickly. Anyway, so yeah, the it's going very well. Um, like I've said before, the joint pain is gone. Um, Mental clarity is incredible. I feel energetic. I was at a customer appreciation day event, and there was a flyer there for work at home kind of stuff. And I'm thinking about, um, well, I sent them an email. They haven't gotten back to me. I may have to make a phone call. I don't know. I'll wait until Monday because today's Friday. Um, but I'm thinking, hey, maybe I could do something like that. Um, if I can do like part-time hours, because I still have work to do here on the homestead. But with the days getting shorter, I have more time before daylight where I can actually do something. So I'm kind of looking into that possibility, especially since the government has decided that they're going to take $164 out of my check. So that's really, um, you know, bitten me hard with what I need to do on this farm. But it's going to slow me down unless I can get this little bit of extra income, so I can use that to kind of get things rolling. Um, but I mean, I've got the energy level, I've got the mental clarity, I've got the ability, physical ability to do what needs to be done. Except I can't bring myself to crawl underneath the cabin to do what needs to be done. You know, I haven't been able to do that yet. But other than that, that's a mental thing. That's not a physical thing. Um, but yeah, I'm very encouraged with this. Somebody was asking about the garden. It's like, you know what? What's the point in having a garden? Um, Now, I may, depending on what the spring brings with it. Um, I mean, I've got the whole winter to go through and think about this, but I may still have a bit of a garden because there's things that I want to plant that I can feed to my livestock. Um, and I think that's just as important. Um, so, you know, hey, chickens love tomatoes. I'll grow tomatoes for the chickens. I don't have a problem with that. Um, they enjoy a lot of the other produce. I want to plant some squashes, pumpkins, melons, that kind of thing, so I can feed it to livestock. If I'm not eating it, I'll feed it to them. They can enjoy it, and then I can either have myself some butchered chickens, or I don't know if the goats will eat much of that stuff, or if I have the sheep, if they'll eat much of that stuff. But I'll find out. Um, Thinking about getting another bottle calf in March. I will have, um, hopefully, I will have three three goats in milk that I can milk. That's what I'm thinking. Um, we'll see. And then if I have three goats in milk, that should be more than enough milk for our use, which we're not using that much. And I can feed it to a bottle calf. Um, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. Um, because frankly, milk replacer is extremely expensive. So, but giving it goat's milk is fine. Um, and So if I can do that, that'll give me another steer to put in the freezer. And I've learned a few things since we had Chucky. I want to try and make sure that I supplement him a little bit better than I did Chucky. Um, Maybe start him on alfalfa sooner. But we'll see. We got time. So, but I definitely want to stick with the carnivore thing, because it really is, I'm finding is very beneficial health wise. Um, and hopefully, come spring, you're going to see a much slimmer me. So, yeah, I'm going to keep working at it. I'm glad that that the weight is not coming off really quick, because if it comes off too quick, I'm going to have to buy clothes too soon. So it's better it comes off slower, because then it'll save me money, because, I don't want my clothes falling off, So I don't mind the big shirts for working around here, but my jeans and stuff, it'd be kind of nice if they stayed up. Now, I did downsize a belt, okay? I had a smaller belt that I think was my mother's, and I've switched to that belt. Um, so, you know, that is a positive, and we'll go from there. Now I've got 2 holes on that yet that I can go down to, but I have room on that belt that I can add a few more holes if necessary. So, whereas my old belt would have been way long if I had added more holes to it. So, this one, I feel like I've got a little bit more room to add holes if necessary. So anyway, so that's my update on all of that. I'm hoping to get started on my plumbing next week. We've got really nice weather. It's going to be warm weather, sunny weather. So, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about doing plumbing, but hopefully I can get this going. And I'm just praying that the pump that I bought 3 years ago still works, because it's been out in the weather. I've tried to keep it covered, but sometimes, so I'm just praying it still works. But we'll find out. So, this is Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead, and I will talk to y'all later. See ya.